Viewers at home, welcome to the program Truthline on Gampi Radio and TV. Today, my face is on your screen again. My name remains Idris Sadiq Ogrima, your regular host. With me in the studio is Dr. Suleiman. Doctor, thank you for honoring my invitation.
Thank you, Ogrima, for having me, and good day, viewers at home. And at the same time, let me thank Gampi Radio and TV for always giving us this opportunity to talk to Nigerians.
I know, as a public affairs analyst, your head is everywhere. Election is around the corner, and we are about to test run how well we prepare for democratic system of government. This system of government will only put to test via electioneering. And this election that only come through the democratic system of government, people are now jittery. Nigerians are afraid. The smoke is small initially, but it's becoming obvious, visible to the blind, and audible to the deaf, that our election system is under threat, by which people are clamoring that there's no free and fair election in Nigeria. Some are also now looking at it that is military system of government is the best for us, which require no election, no campaign, no spending of Nigerian money to conduct it. This system of government is under threat. I want to look at it from the angle of leave 1999 constitution out of it. Take off the Electoral Act, Nigeria Electoral Act. Let's come to reality. In practical, what we have witnessed, not what the constitution said. And by your understanding, sir, is Nigerian electoral system, our election, is it free? Is it fair?
Thank you once again, Ogrima. But before I answer a question, let me quickly say this. There's no way we can discuss Nigeria issue that will leave the 99 constitution out of it, because whatever we do is being guided by the constitution. But on the practical ground, just like you put it, let's look at it from that very particular perspective. The election in Nigeria, to be honest, if we want to tell ourselves the truth, it doesn't even, excuse me, close to free, fair, and credible before you talk of even being free. It is not at all. And that is why you see that there is apprehension. Whenever election, is around the corner, just like the period we are in now. Because the election in the country is not free, it's neither free nor fair or credible. That is the problem. Because the gladiators, the office holders who emerge through election, through ballots, they believe that they must come back as constitution provides, either two term or to be there for as long as they can come, just like in the case of legislature. But the problem is that, are they doing well? If you are not doing well and you want to come back, the people who give you that mandate will resist it, and that is where the apprehension comes, and that is where they want to lead themselves in, where you have the case of the election not being fair, free, and being credible.
Okay, thank you so much for that response. Having failed the guideline or the provision in the 1999 Constitution, do we still have reason to refer to the constitution, that are being guided by the constitution. When you fail the procedure in the constitution,
Yes, because it is the working tool that the government use, you understand, in whatever they do, whether they fail or not. That is why you see that every year when
every election year,
every 4 year, every election year, when the people are voted in, particularly the members of the National Assembly and the state houses of assembly, they go on what they call electoral law amendment, you understand. So they want to amend the law to suit the present situation, so that when this election comes, they can, conduct it in a free, fair and credible manner. But unfortunately, after wasting the billions in doing all these things, we still come back to square zero. Because if you are not having credible election, all the effort is in futility, you understand. So the issue is that it is not because the people don't want free, fair and credible election, but it is their action, you understand, that causes it. We still have some few politicians today that are doing well, that the electorates who give them the mandate want them to go back and continue doing the good thing they are doing. But we can say that they are few in number, but we still have them. But the majority, the vast majority of them are not like that, you understand. That is why, and these are the people that can go out of their way, they can do anything to see that they lead themselves, you understand. And that is where the question of whether the election is free, fair and credible comes in, you understand.
Then when you mention the word, when you use the word using any available means, if that's legitimate to take themselves back to the seat.
Yes.
I'm looking at it from these two angles. What is the credibility of INEC in conducting the election? What is the hope we have? And if people go to court, the mandate, or as popularly said, stolen mandate, is being retrieved.
Yes.
Back to the original, back to the owner or the supposed owner.
Very, very interesting.
Is INEC still vital in the conduct of election? Is there a need to approach judiciary for redress?
Thank you. Very, very interesting and important aspect which you have raised. You see, INEC is one of the institutions, to me, today in Nigeria, that is very, very sensitive, that if they know what they are doing, they should be very careful, do the will of the people, not the will of the people, the few, you understand, who appointed them in that office. You see, in recent time, I can say the unfortunate scenario that is playing out is the present INEC chairman, you understand, who has not even conducted any election since he came in. Okay, he has conducted one, the FCT local government election, and some few by-elections in some states across the federation. But the agitation against this present INEC chairman, that he should be removed because people don't have confidence in him, has never happened before, which means that the 2027 election, if care is not taken, is going to be the most disputed election we are going to have in Nigeria.
Okay.
Because the present INEC chairman has shown partisan, you understand, in the position that is being held as the INEC chairman. Because there are a lot of reports, information here and there that he has an affiliation to APC. Even the president, you understand, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and the current INEC chairman, Professor Joash Ojo-Ampito, is a close ally to President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, which is very dangerous, sends very dangerous signal, you understand, to our electoral system. So how are we, as Nigerians, as electorates, believe that this man is going to be just in his assignment of conducting free, fair and credible election, of not favoring the man who appointed him, who people have seen or have heard that he is an affiliation, you understand, is an ally to?
Presently, Nigeria has been practicing democracy for more than 2 decades now. Are we making progress? Are we standing still? or we are retrogressing?
So, you know, the question,
Whichever one that we find ourselves, it come with decision. But let me allow you to respond.
yes, thank you, Grima. The question of whether we are making progress, we are
or we are
retrogressing,
stagnant.
or we are stagnant, you know, comes, you understand, with a lot of answers. Number one, yes, we are making progress, but not the way we expected. It's a kind of, we make 2 steps forward and 4 backward, you understand? Because if the election that the various INEC, chairmen, you understand, have conducted before now, are not improved more than the previous one that we have conducted, we are not making, you know, much progress, because it's a kind of, when we are moving forward, you are coming backward again, which is very bad, you understand, for our system. Like in some countries around the world that are making progress, you understand, some democracies around the world that are making progress, they improve on the system of the one they had previously to the one they are having presently. But in our own case, it's a kind of, when we see that we are making progress, something, you understand, is dragging us back again, that we are, like in 1999 till 2015, that the PDP has way at the ruling party that time. We knew the kind of elections we had. Some places election were still going on, and the result will be announced somewhere, you understand, of the election that have not been concluded. But we have graduated from that now. So, but the problem now we are having now is that election is not being rigged at the, you know, polling unit center, but it's being rigged at the collation center. So there is the advance, they've graduated from what we used to have before, which is, you know, a kind of complicated system that they have adopted. So want to see, Nigeria want to see a situation where the people, the candidate that the electorates give their mandates has been announced as the winner. You will see jubilation, you will see merriments everywhere. There will be no, you know, case of going to court and the court will serve as an INEC, another INEC body that will be the one to announce another winner. You understand? That is where I'm seeing it as we are making a kind of 2 step forward and 4 backward.
So, in your analysis now, it is not the system put in place that is not good enough. Rather, what we have is attitudinal problem
Exactly.
that is orchestrating the system put in place.
Exactly. You see, the system cannot operate by itself.
Okay, I'm looking at, should Nigeria adopt robotic manpower to conduct election instead of human interface?
Well, I think that would have been the best, you know, ways of conducting the election. But the problem is that would the, you know, people who are, you know, in power today accept that? I'm sure you've seen what transpired, you understand, in the area of INEC transmitting election result electronically at the real time. The way the present occupants of the offices, even from the president down to the councillor, assisted it. So when you introduce the robotic system of conducting election without a human interface, I'm sure that it will be met with serious rejection, because it is there you see that yes, the people that actually win the election will be announced.
No.
There will be no favoritism, there will be no manipulation, there will be no, you know, inducement.
Now, having analyzed this from that question, Dr. Sir, do you agree with me that the Nigerian cries that our election is being threatened, is not free and fair, it's rigged?
It is real, 100% real. You and I know, you understand that yes, that cry is justifiable. You see, let me give you a scenario. In 2007, when former President Obasanjo was exiting office, so the candidate, the presidential candidate then, who later won as the president of the country, late President Umar Musa Yar'Adua, when he was announced and he was giving his acceptance speech, clearly, boldly, he said the system that produced me was marred with irregularities. He accepted that the election that brought him was flawed. You understand? That was why the newly initiated electoral reform system.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Viewers at home, don't forget to follow our social media handle. It's on the scroll bar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Telegram, and every other one. You've heard from the public affairs analyst, a very strong one, the one which Nigeria are looking up to for issue of critical concern, issue that both the deaf, the visible, the crippled one, the one who is agile, are all stakeholders in it. Our electoral system, democratic system of government, conducting free and fair election. Thank you for your time. Till we meet again in some other time on this same program, The Truth Line. Thank you.